this video and the whole series, we're going to talk about being sobriety in your health. And sobriety, whether that's from eating disorders, substances, behaviors, or maybe it wasn't even those things that started the train smash of your health. Maybe it was a traumatic childhood or events that wrecked your immune system, your mental health, your gut lining, and everything else. If you've experienced any of these, obsessive gaming, scrolling, vaping, drugs, alcohol, sugar addiction, eating disorders, or traumatic life events, because let's be real, they all tend to travel together, wouldn't it be weird if you didn't feel like your body was on fire? Of course, things got better because you stopped pouring lighter fluid on the fire. But what about all those little fires that popped up from the sparks off the big one? The joints that hurt, the sores in your mouth, the stomach that feels like something's poking at it no matter what you eat, the heartburn, the indigestion, the burping and belching that you never used to deal with. So yes, we are absolutely blessed and grateful to have let go of whatever it was we used to soothe us or distract us or handle the stress. And I want you to celebrate that. Keep going. Don't give up. We have absolutely been saved, washed clean, and forgiven. Yet, just like I said in the intro video, where I spent years cleaning up financial issues and relationship problems, your health, your body doesn't get a hall pass. There are consequences to the way we lived. I don't want you taking that into a shame spiral because that is not how we as believers look at what was done. I also don't believe we should just throw up our hands and say, well, I already wrecked it. There's nothing to be done. I'm just going to age and thank God I'm sober. That is not treating our bodies as temples of the Holy Spirit, which they absolutely are. Do you know what inflammation is? Most people think of it as a bad thing that happens when you get hurt. Well, it's not a bad thing. That's acute inflammation, and it's actually protective. The kind we're talking about today is chronic, low-grade systemic inflammation. It's not actually a fire alarm. It's a fire or an alarm that never fully goes out. I know this one personally. I did everything I knew to do. The clean diet, the exercise, the prayer, the consistency, and I still spent thousands of dollars on supplements and self-treating, trying protocol after protocol, and still was not feeling my best. The inflammation got bad enough that it took away my favorite thing in the world, running. That's not a discipline problem. It was a body still working through damage that diet and supplements alone couldn't touch. If you're liking this content, please remember to like and subscribe, and please share these videos. During active addiction, whatever the substance was, your body was running an inflammatory response around the clock. Alcohol damages the gut lining directly. It increases what's called intestinal permeability, sometimes called leaky gut, easier to say too. That means undigested food particles and bacterial fragments and toxins that should stay inside your gut start leaking into your bloodstream. Your immune system sees those as invaders and mounts a response. Do that every day for years and your immune system does not know how to stand down. It's been on a war footing for so long, peace feels foreign to it. Opioids and stimulants tell a similar story through different mechanisms. Cortisol thrown off balance, there's the damaged gut motility, how it moves, nutrient depletion that starves the very systems that are supposed to keep that inflammation in check. And if your struggle wasn't a substance at all, if it was a high alert living situation, gambling, gaming, or pornography, I don't want you to think this video doesn't apply to you. process addictions and constantly managing the situation or people around you for safety, these run on the same chronic stress hormone loop. Years of shame cycles, secrecy, disrupted sleep, and adrenaline spikes elevate cortisol just as consistently as a substance does. And chronically elevated cortisol drives the same downstream inflammation. It's a different door in to the same hallway. The substance is gone, but the gut lining doesn't heal itself overnight. The immune system doesn't instantly recalibrate, and the nutrient deficits, such as magnesium, zinc, especially vitamin B, vitamin D, don't correct themselves just because you stopped. In fact, many people in these patterns are eating more sugar and processed food than ever because the brain is looking for a replacement dopamine hit. That feeds the exact inflammatory fire we're trying to put out. This is why you can be 100% sober and still dealing with joint pain, skin flare-ups, brain fog, fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, and a gut that reacts to everything you eat. It's not in your head. It's not a lack of willpower. It is a body that is still injured, healing from the inside out on a timeline that has nothing to do with a sobriety date. The good news, and this is the part people don't hear enough, your body wants to heal. It has just been waiting for you to stop throwing fuel on the fire and start giving it what it actually needs. 1 Corinthians 6:19 tells us that our body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. I don't think that verse is only about what you put into your body. I think it's about stewardship of the whole thing, including the healing process. Rebuilding a body that's been through addiction and or life challenges isn't a lack of faith. It's an act of faith. It says, I believe this body is worth restoring because it belongs to something, someone greater than me. Well, you might be wondering, okay, great, but what can I do? Well, there's some things you can do right now. You don't have to wait for a lab result, although that's really definitive, to start helping your body calm down. Here are 3 things you can start today. Try a short lymphatic flow routine. Your lymphatic system is what clears out inflammatory waste out of your tissues, and unlike your bloodstream, it doesn't have a pump. It only moves when you move. A few minutes of gentle lymphatic flow work can help that drainage along. Check out the Anti-Inflammatory Food Protocol, API, and start implementing items from the list. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Just start adding in what's on it and taking out the things that aren't on that protocol. Gently move your body. Walking is good. Walking in nature is especially good. The sunlight, the ground under your feet, and a nervous system that finally gets to downshift for a few minutes. I think this is the best of the best, and we all need to continue that. God did not bring you out of the train smash just to have you give up on your health. Question: where do you feel the inflammation showing up for you? In your joints, in your skin, gut? Comment below. I read every one. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you in the next video.